Hello, I am Test Drive, and today, welcome to Forza Motorsport 7. It's finally out. I'm recording this at 11:11 p.m. on September 28th because that's when it came out for me. And as you can tell, I've already made bad decisions in purchasing cars. But the thing is that we're going to do something a little bit different, something that I've never done before, really. So, Fail Race and a few other channels I follow have these, like, face-offs, I guess you could call it, between different cars in the game, usually upgrade to a certain class or whatever, and they, measure the times. There we go, that's what I was looking for. So I'm going to do that, but I'm going to change it up. Instead of having upgraded cars, we are going to be using the stock Dodge Omni, as well as, oh, I don't have anything in there, as well as a few other cars that we're going to figure out during the episode, and we will see what they're like to drive and just drive them around, kind of stock wise. But anyways, we are going to be starting off with the 1986 Dodge Omni Shelby GLHS, and I am so glad this car is back because this car is in Forza 4. I used it pretty early on in my Forza 4 Let's Play, and I'm a huge Mopar nerd, so this is fucking the best shit for me. But anyways, let's go ahead and go to the race. And so we're here at Maple Valley. I set it to rain, but it's not raining. Maybe it'll start raining during the lap or something. Basically, we're going to be running 3 laps. And, ooh, the marker lights are on. That's kind of interesting. Oh, I can change stuff. Oh, look at that. I can change the thing. But we're going to be running 3 laps on the full circuit of Maple Valley. And we're going to probably do like 2 episodes, or 2 cars an episode, and see what goes on after that. But anyways, let's get started with the Dodge Omni. I'm so excited to drive this car. I like how the marker lights are on. That's pretty cool. Oh, listen to it. Oh, dude. Oh. 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 I have a problem. I didn't change my sys. Off, off. Steering will be normal. Off, off. Manual's clutch. Simulation, rewind, off. Okay, let's continue. Oh, Maple Valley looks a little bit different. I've only seen Maple Valley a little bit. I've only watched a few sort of like pre-access or early access videos, and oh god, that's what I think about this. But so far, I'm loving this because we're in a Dodge Omni. Oh, they fucked up the speedometer. They pegged it at 85, and it's not supposed to be pegged. You see the numbers here. There's a photo. Oh, Forza mode or photo mode. I just love how the marker lights are on. But anyways, the numbers below the speedometer are something that Carroll Shelby did, because this car was obviously faster than 85 miles per hour, so he put, 95, 105, 115, 135, all the way up to 155? I don't know. But the speedometer is supposed to go around in a circle, and it doesn't, which is kind of silly. So, good job. I've already noticed something wrong with the game. This car has a lot of understeer as well as tire spinach, because it's, a fairly performance-oriented car. I've already goofed my lap somehow. Oh yeah, I went off track once, did I? I think. I don't know. I love how the windshield wipers move. Oh god. Man, this is a somewhat different Maple Valley here. It's definitely changed from Forza 4. Uh-oh. Turn. Oh god. Slidey. It's definitely going to take me a little bit to get used to the physics of this game as well, because this is literally the first thing I've done since starting the game. And so far it looks beautiful. It's running fantastically on my GTX 1070. I'm not noticing any frame dips or anything, which is good enough for me. And we're about to finish our first lap. Make sure I can actually make this. Oh, the pits are on the wrong side of the track. And we'll go to exterior view for a bit. Oh, it's starting to rain. And the windshield wipers are on. Are the headlights going to turn on? I hope they do. I think they did before. It's kind of strange though. I wonder if it does like, it's like Gran Turismo 5 and 6 where when it starts raining it turns, or like, I don't know what I'm trying to say. I think if it doesn't have a rear windshield wiper, that's kind of strange. So the track is now wet. So I can't imagine that these last 2 laps are going to be very good. Just something I'm just now noticing is a problem. Our first lap, what was our first lap? I don't know. It just says current lap. I need to change my heads-up display options. Alright, change a few things, including the screen. Like shakiness. So it doesn't do it anymore because I don't like that. My headlights still aren't on. Just some marker lights. I'm really curious about how this works. So I accidentally turned off the lap time because I was trying to get it to where it would show my best lap, but it's not doing that apparently. Although I probably could look at the menu, which I just now realized would be something I could do. God, this track looks so good. It's definitely quite a bit different from previous Forza games, but it looks fantastic still. Huh, maybe the marker lights only come on if it's gonna rain, and then the headlights come on when it's gonna be dark. Oh god, this last turn kinda sucks. It seems like it's sharper than it was before. Alright, on to our final lap. Best lap is 2:02, which was previous lap. Come on. I love how this car has round mirrors too. Look at the interior view while it's raining. Looks pretty good. I didn't know what I expected, but definitely looks pretty good. But yeah, I literally booted up the game, bought this car, I think 3 others, if I remember right. Which, like I said, I'll probably be doing like 2 of these during an episode. Just for mainly like do a kind of a test drive video on them. But yeah, I did that, booted up that, or bought all the cars, and then, hey, there's a bridge. The bridges looks quite a bit different from Forza 4. This car has a lot of body movement when you hit the brakes. It's very steamy now, which is interesting. There's dirt on the back of the car that I'm noticing now. It's not raining anymore. This is nice. Went from not raining to not raining. I kind of want to do an endurance race just to see like how many times it actually rains during the endurance race. Kind of curious about that. There's a lot of things I'm curious about, honestly. Come on, make the turn. I almost made the turn correctly. God, I'm so happy that this car's back. Kind of interested to actually play the career and see what goes on in it. I should do that at some point. I'm glad that the game didn't like hold my hand and was like, here, drive a really fast car around a new track that we added, except for well, it was Dubai, but I already did that in the demo, I guess. But it didn't do any kind of tutorial stuff. It just had an intro video, and then it let me go to the main menu, which I'm really happy about because I can't stand doing tutorial races. And we're gonna do slower than the second lap, 2:03, 2:04. Best lap was a 2:02. I'll have to remember that or something. But there we go. There's our first lap, or first race done in Forza Motorsport 7. And I have to say, I definitely enjoyed it. The 6:14 total. Fastest lap was a 2:02, 560. And let's go pick our next car out. Alright, so we have our next car picked, which is another favorite, of mine at least, from Forza 4, returning into Forza 7. And it is the 1988 Mitsubishi Starion. I think it's an 88. But this car is a surprising one to see back. I'm glad to see it back. And I don't know why the headlights are popped up and it's not actually on. But yeah. I guess it's still the USDM market car that never was made because they were all Chrysler Conquests in America. At least later ones. Earlier ones were Starions, but that wasn't this body style. So I don't know, but we're going to go ahead and start the race. And check out this here Starion. Ah, listen to that 2.6 liter turbocharged 4-cylinder. Is that really the marker lights on this car? I feel like that's not actually what it is in real life. But we are off onto our first lap in a rear-wheel drive car. God, just listen to that engine. It's so much different from the Omni, and I love it. Even though these are both somewhat, oh god, Chrysler products from the 80s, somewhat, because this one was a, you know, a badge engineered car, but yeah, well, that's different. So interior, oh, that's not the great button. Interior view is not incredibly interesting. Looks like a Stereo inside. As I mentioned, it is actually a USDM car. Still not sure how that works. The boost gauge doesn't work. Can tell that already. And yeah, can't really see the gauges on this one. At least like how they're lit up. Doesn't have enough power to spin itself around in the corner. So it's pretty much full throttle anytime I hit the gas through there. Let's see what kind of times this car can put down. Go back to the... Oh god, I'm an idiot. Okay, since I'm an idiot, I just put the damage on fuel and tires only, which is a good option to have. Because I didn't want to deal with a broken car. God, this car looks so good in this game, though. My god. I feel like I've broken everything in the front end. Oh, the windshield is on. And I'm off the track again. This car's too fast for me. Get me back in a front-wheel drive car. Although, oddly enough, this and the Omni probably don't make that much different horsepower. Like, they're both, I think they're both around 175, if I remember right. What if the actual headlights will turn on in this car? I doubt it. I feel like the weather is preset to, like, start raining on lap 2. Because it's done that twice in a row now. God. This game is shaping up to be pretty fucking awesome so far. I just need to buy more cars, that's what I need to do. Headlights are still up. Still haven't came on though. Strangely enough. So you can see the gate. Oh, there's the gate lights. They're a lot more pale than I thought. I thought they'd be like bright orange, but no, they aren't. Surprisingly enough. 2 seconds ahead of my previous lap. Get to the outside. Headlights still aren't on. I don't think they'll come on because they didn't come on with the Omni. I like that there's an option now for having the marker lights on only. Kind of like Gran Turismo, as I said. Gran Turismo 5 and 6 did that. Except for they were kind of cool and they did like, on premium cars at least, if it was, like, I don't know exactly what triggered each, you know, set of lights to come on, but you could either have just the marker lights on, or the marker lights and the fog lights on, or the headlights and the fog lights, or without the fog lights. And I'm pretty sure the fog lights only came on when it was raining, which makes somewhat sense. This car is sliding all over the place. But yeah, I kind of wish it did that. Because the fog lights obviously aren't on this car, because it has fog lights, as you can tell. Make the turn. I barely made the turn. Ooh, I think, oh, this is going to be faster than the Omni. By a few seconds. Omni was 202, and this is 157 on the second lap. Alright, let's make a good third lap. Good impressions. Please make the turn. I can't make good impressions if I don't make turn 1. Looking through the car list of this game, there's actually a lot of cars that have been redone that were either only in Forza 4 or ended their lifetime in the Forza series at Forza 4 up until now. Like the Volkswagen Touareg R50. There's a few others that I can't think of off the top of my head, but yeah, it's strange to, I mean, it's not strange, it's awesome to see that they brought back a bunch of, you know, cars that they had in previous games. And it wasn't like Forza 5 where they just removed all of them and they made them all DLC. They've actually included a lot with the game. And I wouldn't even be mad if there were like 1 or 2 old cars from the series in DLCs. Like, you know, cough cough, let's see. You know, there was like the weird stuff like the Austin Healey. There was Austin Healey Sprite and the Austin Healey 3000, the Triumph TR3, Chevy Corvair, a bunch of just really obscure weird cars that would, you know, make sense to come back, at least to me. Turn 10 if you're listening. Please. Just, you know, 1 per DLC is fine. I don't think people are going to get that upset at you about it. They probably will, but just don't listen to them. This lap is shaping up to be the best lap of the race. Because I haven't gotten a penalty. And we crossed the line at 155.356. So did a lot better than, well, not a lot better, but a second better than the last lap. Cool. So there was the Mitsubishi Starion. It has made a very triumphant return. And I guess we'll go back to the main menu for now. Or go back to this menu or something. So, I guess I could show what happens. It actually does give you credits afterwards. It actually gave me a little tutorial thing. It's frozen. Game. Please unfreeze. If you don't unfreeze, I'm going to be really unhappy. You've been doing so well. Son of a bitch. But anyways, if you guys... But anyways, thank you all for watching this first video of Forza 7. If you liked it, be sure to leave a like and subscribe and all that. And I will be doing a lot more of these in the future. And thank you all for watching. I'm out of here. See ya.